everyone, today I'm going to give my thoughts and review of this perfume from the perspective of an Indian guy, that how well it performs in Indian climate near the NCR region. So I'm just a perfume enthusiast and not an expert by any means. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts and how it performed and worked for me. I will also give a link in the description for the notes, so those of you who can understand the notes and they know about the notes can check it out. So the main motive of this video is to give my thoughts about this perfume, and it is for the people who don't want to get into the details of ingredients and other things and just want to know the basic features and performance. This is Explorer by MontBlanc. Most of you must be knowing the brand. It's a designer brand and makes pretty good perfume. They make other stuff as well, but we are going to talk about this perfume today. So the basic impressions of the design: the bottle is pretty elegant and neat looking. You can immediately tell that good quality materials are used here. Now let's talk about the fragrance of this perfume. Most of the people say that it smells very similar to the Creed Aventus, which is a very expensive and a niche perfume. So at the time of buying, I didn't know that it smelled like Creed Aventus, and even if I knew that it smelled like Creed Aventus, it would have not made any difference because I have never smelled Creed Aventus before. So it was basically a blind buy and a very unbiased decision. So opening of this perfume is very good for sure. It's very fresh and pleasant. It starts with kind of lemony, citrusy and peppery kind of smell. It has a very masculine fragrance, and these type of fragrances have mass appeal. What that means is that most of the people that are going to smell it on you are most probably going to like it. So when I tried it for the first time, I instantly liked it because, as I told you, that this opens up with a very masculine kind of fragrance. That was the main reason that led to this purchase for me. Now let's talk about the performance and the dry down. In the first hour of application, it performs very well and the projection is also pretty good, which means that most of the people around you are going to notice the scent of this perfume. Then after the first hour or 45 minutes, its smell slowly starts to change as the middle note starts striking in. Basically, the citrus smell of this perfume starts to fade away with time. Not drastically, but slowly it changes into the soapy type of fragrance, like the fragrance that you get from the fresh shower gel. Kind of a synthetic smell, but not in a bad way though, because these type of scents have a very big mass appeal, and because of that, most of the people are not offended by it. They are most probably going to like it anyway. The projection in this time reduces, which basically means that it's not going to reach very far from you. People have to be pretty near to you for them to notice the scent. So the fragrance from the middle notes lasts about 1.5 hours, and then it starts transitioning into a very earthy and woody kind of smell, which is coming from the base notes. So in the end, it basically gives off a very earthy kind of smell. You know, when it starts to rain and the smell of soil is in the air, it is not exactly the same fragrance of the soil, but yeah, lightly, mildly it is the same and blended with the woody fragrance. The projection in the end is very poor, so it doesn't reach out to anyone. It just stays on your skin. You can smell it if you are going this close to your skin, and otherwise most of the people are not going to smell it. In the summers, the weather gets pretty hot and it gets around 30 to 45 degrees Celsius here. In this type of temperature, it performs very poor. It basically performs from 3.5 hours to 4 hours only. In the humid times, the performance is even worse, lasting just around 3 hours. In the winter, however, the performance is better as it lasts around 5 to even 6 hours sometimes. So the performance of this perfume is not that great in general, but it smells very pleasing, very masculine and very pleasant. And yeah, it performs better in the indoors rather than the outdoors. So this, according to me, is mostly suitable for office or if you are going to be indoors with your friend. The smell is a great selling point for this perfume because it smells really nice. That's the main reason it gets sold so well, because the smell of this scent leaves a very great first impression. I bought it from Shoppers Stop, so I had to pay retail for this 100 ml bottle, which was around 6,800 rupees. So if you are on a budget and you don't want to spend this type of money for the perfume, you can get better performing perfumes for way less than this. But then you will have to compromise with the smell because this smells really nice. But if you want to smell good and masculine and can ignore the performance and the high price tag, then I would say go for it. It's definitely a compliment puller and a very likable scent. So if you found this video useful, consider giving it a like and subscribe for more videos like this.